Hello, hello, hello. We are still waiting on Big Tiny Mouse to rock up, so just thought I'd start since I said we start at 5 and see if anyone was about, just chat away, see what we've got, and see how people are doing. So yeah. Oh, no sub trouble. Cheers. Ooh, what we got? Wow, this is a. Get to check out my beard and stuff. What's up, Jewel Angel? How's it going, buddy? You wouldn't happen to have heard from infamous Matt, have you? Because I can't get in contact with him and he's not answering Skype. Just kind of awkward. But I thought I'd just start anyway. We'll just chat away and see how things are going, since I'm on a bit of a tight schedule today, unfortunately. But it's all good. Let's see. What was I adding? I was adding a new image. So good. Let's see. I'll just drop this one in. Bam! That's huge. Huge. Oh, sweet. Oh, crap. Yes. Oh. There we go. That looks good, eh? That looks good. Yeah, I tried to message him as well. Not had anything at the moment, so just chill out. Maybe talk about myself, I suppose. If anyone wants to know anything, just ask me some questions. I'm free to answer and see what we got. Ooh. But yeah, I'll just start with a bit about myself then. So, well, thank you very much everyone for stopping by. I am Franchize1140. We're meant to be home with Tiny Mouse. We're just waiting for him to come along, so we're just gonna chill out and stuff. So yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. What's the usual stuff I ask? Ooh. So start off, I've actually not done a little bit about myself. So I'm also called, my real name's Jamie Morrison. I'm 24, almost 25 in April. Boom, hitting the quarter century. I'm looking forward to that. Not at all. And I'm from Edinburgh in Scotland. So yeah, I've been here since I was primary 5. So I always have this how I figure out how long I've been here. So primary 5, 6, 7, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, 6th year, gap year, 5 years of uni, 2 years of work, 17 years. Fuck, I've been here 17 years. Been in this lovely room that you see here 17 years. Oh fuck, did not mean to do that. Joe asking the question is, have I ever played Destiny? I have not. I have it on the PlayStation, but because I got into streaming, I've mostly been heavily playing on the PC and stuff. I used to play a lot of Dota 2, so that was a big part. Like, I played that for 3 years actually. I'll quickly check how many hours I played in that shit. I played a lot of Dota 2. Fucking loved it. Not the best game. I don't find MOBAs have been that great to stream, because I don't find I can really concentrate on the chat as much, because I have to put so much effort and focus into the game. So I kind of stopped playing it a lot. And to be fair, I've been enjoying playing a lot of single player campaigns and a bit of Overwatch here and there to try and complete a lot of the games that I've always had on my list, that I've always just been like, I'll play that, and I just played Dota. So a total of 2,160 hours I played on Dota 2, which is crazy. Nice, Jewel Angel. I've been watching it a bit on other people's streams and stuff and that, and I've been finding that it's actually like, it looks amazing. There's lots of little different aspects on it, which I find was quite cool. So obviously seeing people raiding, seeing people doing levels and missions and stuff, seeing people doing competitive. Was it 3-on-3 competitive? Or well, that's what I saw anyway. So it looks kind of interesting and stuff. So it's something I'm actually going to be potentially give it another go, because I've just got my capture card. So I'm hopefully, once I set that up, I'm going to do the capture card up into the computer, and I can be able to do it from there. Alright, let's give him another call, see what we've got. And this we end up might just do it myself. I've actually never thought about doing a panel for completed games. It might be something useful to do, especially if I'm doing YouTube videos for each game I'm kind of playing. I've been trying to do a lot of that recently, mostly because the horror games are fucking hilarious to see me react. They do horror well, so it might be something worthwhile doing, and I can just drop the link to the YouTube channel. What's up, Dog Slayer man? How's it going, buddy? Thank you very much for stopping by. We're just kind of waiting on the big man himself rocking up. We'll give him another 10 minutes. If not, what I might do is, I've got a backup plan. Let's see, is Reaper online? Let's see. Message Reaper. No, that's cool, man. I appreciate that people like. I remember mentioning something about having to like decorate his room, so I've got a backup plan if need be. Yes, we are waiting on the mouse. He's been a bit scared this day. It's a bit intimidating to come onto the stream, so he's a bit nervous, a bit shy. So, oh. Yeah, he's been asked to do some family stuff. No problem. So yeah, it looks like we're not having Infamous Mouse on, so what we might do, what are your thoughts then? Maybe I'm going to try and see if Reaper's about, who was our first guest, if you ever watched that. He was a great guy. We talked about maybe doing it like later on, like once we hit like the 20-30 number stream, and get him on to host me, and we can talk about myself. Just it was something he brought up, and we're hoping he might be about. Oh, I actually didn't post that the stream started yet. This is a great one. Oh, let's quickly. Podcast still on. So now it's about me. Whoop, whoop. Now you get to learn about me. Sweet. Let's go. Team Emmmmsie. Right, I better bring up the questionnaire. I can't remember half the stuff that I need to ask people in that. So yeah, we've been over who I am, 24, Edinburgh, Scotland. So some inspirational people streamers. So when I first started streaming, I started mid 2016, and what we had was I remember reading up about it, like watching videos and trying to see what was going on. So I like got everything set up, got all the stream ready and stuff, and then and the thing that it was highly recommended was that you should do a stream and find a game. So you go down the games list, you find a game that no one's really playing in that, and just hit that up, and that way if people come along, you're going to be near the top and people will be able to find you. So I started with that. Started with doing all the Batmans and stuff, and played them from 1 to 4, and after like 3 months I got 32 followers. So 32 followers, and things had not been going well for me. So obviously it was a bit on and off a lot. Really wasn't enjoying it. I just kind of was like, oh, I'll just do it, and then if things happen, I started getting to know quite a few people in the Batman community, and it was good fun. Like, but obviously having like 1 or 2 people for like 10 minutes over like a 4-hour spell. He was even doing 8-hour streams and stuff, which just wasn't fun. And then one of the guys that I came across was a guy called Torilla. So a lot of people might know who Torilla is. He's a streamer from the States in Florida, and he just had, I think he had an auto DM, and it was a case of, right, this is me, I'm Torilla. Actually, I'll see if I can find it. And he just went on to go and mention that he was trying to create a community to help other streamers, small streamers and stuff. And I was just like, do you know what? Let's see what this guy's about, see if he's helpful and stuff. And from there, he invited me into his Discord, and that's when things really started to kick off for me. Actually, he gave me a lot of good advice, actually, just about how to handle and how to start up being a streamer and stuff, because things that I just hadn't really thought about. So doing a lot of things on Twitter, trying to connect with people, go visit other people's streams, and the biggest thing, just trying to get my name out there. So watching him, he was man, I can't thank Cyril enough for some of the advice that he gave me when I was needing it, when I was really low in followers and stuff. So that's when I rebranded. So I rebranded to just, I originally was Face of the Franchise, and then I rebranded to just Franchise. I was hoping to try and get something a bit more catchy, a bit more simpler to say. So that was my first step into it, and then within like a week, I'd already broke like that 32 follower mark, just because I was starting to do things properly, started doing things smarter and better. So he was one of the streamers, and within his Discord, there was another guy which a lot of people will also hopefully know of, and that is Bidus. Now, Bidus is also again American, which was a theme in that Discord chat actually, which was quite funny. My man, I went to watch him a couple of times in his stream, and the positivity just oozed off him, absolutely oozed off him. And I just, from that moment, I was just like, that's the kind of stream I want to be. I want to try and, I came on, I was smiling, I was laughing and stuff, so I was really enjoying it. So yeah, those two, Tyrell and Bidus, both really from me first properly starting out properly and actually doing this a lot better, were both really helpful and inspiring to make things and help me get to where I am. And that was actually how I found Team Emmmmsie. So I was just like looking around trying to find some people to talk to, people to check out and try and learn from others, and that's where I found Emma. And I was like, alright, cool, checked her out, glitter shower, I was like, what the fuck is that? But it was cool, joined the Discord, and it was dead, eh? It was like 20 people, no one chatted. I was like, sound, I'll just stick around and see what happens. And then I got to find, that's when I started noticing the Team Emmmmsie tag in Twitter, and I just started, alright, okay, I'll get involved, I can get on this, and just started chatting away to these people and started getting to know them. And that's when the Discord started kicking off, and I started helping set up that, and just slowly but surely started to get more involved in trying to help other people. And that's kind of what brought me to where I am now. I'm now trying to continue trying to support small streamers, trying to help them out. That's why I do this podcast, to try and, do you know what, I've been really enjoying the podcast. Gets to know some of these people, brings them out of their shell and gets their word out there, their name out there, something that I find is really useful, and it's gets a chance to properly know them as who they are as people and as streamers. So I'm hoping that I'm achieving that goal with the podcast. Hopefully it's succeeding. But yeah, quickly see if Reaper's about. Yeah. Oh, we might have Reaper on in a minute. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, so yeah, those are the two guys that I definitely like to check out. Oh, Dual Angel, yeah, definitely, man. Once you get your webcam set up, I've got Happy Hat next week, and then maybe the week after, and then hopefully then I'll still need to start sorting out how I'm gonna start getting people on and keep doing the weekly one. I might even, who knows, if it gets popular and gets people really enjoying it, I might go to two a week. There's so many people to get through, so it's quite hard. But yeah, I'd be definitely interested in anyone who shows an interest and wants to come on, just let me know. But yeah. So, who am I as a streamer now? I suppose is probably a good place to start. So, mostly now I just play a lot of Overwatch. It's a really good game actually, brilliant game actually. I really enjoy the fact that every single character has there's a different feel to them, a different theme. So it brings a lot of tactical aspects to it, which unfortunately at my level of competitive play, people don't really take advantage of some of the tactical advantages for the game. But it's still the fact that you've got these varieties. It's not just like COD or something where you've got a small variation in guns and how you want to treat the game. I think Overwatch has done a really good job of expanding and making it a lot wider. They've got a wide range of characters and stuff, so I quite enjoy playing as them all, which is why I like playing the random, all random, and letting the game decide for me what character I want to play. But no, that's a great game, and I like jumping in and out and get to play with a lot of the guys and girls on Team Emmmmsie that I've met and gotten some really good friendships out of, so it's good fun to play with them guys. And then I obviously on the other parts of my streams, I like to play single player campaigns and start going through the list of games that I've always been like, I'll play that, I'll complete that game, and I've heard some really good things about. So I got for Christmas, I got Rise of the Tomb Raider. Great game. I've really enjoyed the Tomb Raider, like the remaking of Tomb Raider. I thought it's been doing a really good job, and I thought they've handled it really well, and obviously went kind of like a prequel almost of the story as to how she got there. So yeah, it's been pretty cool. What was the other one? And I got Gears of War 4, but I tried to do it on my laptop and didn't work. So just kind of put that on the side burner. Now that I've got the capture card, I'm gonna work through 1 to 4. So Frankie's in the house. Whoop whoop. Hello, Frankie. Yeah, hopefully I can make the car journey more amusing for you and more actually do something with your time in the car. Oh, Jewel Angel, if you want, you're EU, aren't you? If you're EU, then you're more than welcome. I'd recommend getting on the PC, and you can come join me, Fallout, Piggy, Unicorny, and the gang, the motley crew, and we can slam bads with on that. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna make it about me. Sweet, Reaper's coming on in a second. Let's edit the name of this. Franchise. Boom. Boom. And let's check the chat in here. To be honest, this is probably not going to be as much about me because I don't like talking about myself at all. Didn't talk about myself. I can already hear Fallout pissing himself with that wee comment there. Oh, I wonder if I could... Does that work there? Let me know if that text is a bit much there, and then I can... Because it probably might be quite good to add my own little bit to it. What's up, Teddy? Teddy Carroll? Teddy Carroll. Well, UK now because of Brexit. Well, we'll see if that ever actually goes ahead. How you doing anyway, Teddy? Thank you very much for stopping by. We're just having a lot of issues. We lost our guest at like 5 minutes too, so I've just been chatting away about myself and stuff. So yeah, those are the games I'm playing now. I kind of got what was it? I got Outlast. Yeah, there was a Steam sale, and I picked up Outlast. What was the other game I picked up? Dead Space 1 and 2. So I got Dead Space 1 and 2, Outlast. Because I've seen people play Outlast, and I was like, do you know what? A horror game would be quite funny, actually. I know I'm a big scaredy cat when it comes to these things. I'd probably be hilariously jumping. So then we started playing Outlast. Fuck me, that game, like the first half an hour. Oh yeah, fucker. I was sneaking around, I was crawling, I didn't trust anything, like peeking around everything, like pushing open all the doors and doing everything slowly. But oh yeah, nice. Sorry, I've lost track of that because of what Fallout put in. Someone's just added in that they're going to now wax their arms if we hit 3,500 for team mailing, which is a pretty reasonable goal since we just, honestly, someone donated $250 and we were up, what, 2,915 at the moment? Nice. So we're almost at 3k, so we'll be waxing my legs there. But we're Outlast, fuck me. Yeah, I was shitting myself. And a couple of jumps at the start and I was like jumping away from the screen, petrified. And then just as it starts to you start getting used to the game, you start realizing the bad guys aren't that bad, you can just run away from them. And then that's when the story hooks you, get absolutely hooked by the story. The story was great. So yeah, I really enjoyed playing that game. I couldn't put that down actually. I'm looking forward to the second one. The DLC was also amazing. I thought it was a nice wee touch, a good story to have again. They hit the nail on the head with the story. Had a couple of good jumps in it, but it was a good game overall. And then the worst thing happened. Fallout. Donating Emily wants to play. Fuck that game. I will never touch that game again. Like when you play that game, like, you don't really know what you're doing. There's a bit on the whiteboard, it's like, don't stare at the girl. No, I won't stare at the girl. But the thing is, like, because the doll jumps up, it makes this loud noise in your ear and boom, alert straight on the screen. Like, fuck, I was shitting myself. And I was shitting myself as even once I started figuring out the game. And people started telling me about what to do and what I was meant to be doing, and it still got me because it's glitchy. So eventually you get used to when you're going to get caught. You know when you're going to get caught, so you get caught. But because there's multiple dolls, the second one comes in, and that's when it catches you again. It feels like right at the start of the game when you didn't know what was coming, and it just jumps, and boom, you've got a doll in your face, everything's screaming in your ear. Oh, I fucking hated that game. Best money Fallout's ever spent, apparently. I don't even think it was that expensive, and yes, it probably was. It was extremely, extremely amusing. Let's see if where is How's that phone in? But yeah, so only £4. Fuck, that game should be. £4. It's old, really, isn't it? I'm sure also heard. I'm sure. I also heard that there's rumors of a second one coming out, which I will not be playing. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm kind of playing Dead Space at the moment, and just what goals with the stream are just to like, hopefully when people come along, they like, I make them smile and stuff. That's all I do. Like, try and make people happy. Try and bring a light mood to the day, and if people are in a hard time, I'm here to listen. If people want to be made smile, I'll hopefully try and do that. So yeah, that's the goals in it with the stream. Actually, I'm not really fussed about numbers, not really fussed about getting paid. Like, don't get me wrong, like the numbers are awesome. Like seeing that when I got 600, and just even that was unbelievable. It's brilliant. So I really enjoy doing it. So I'm just gonna, every time I play a game, I'll stream, and just hopefully that I can bring a smile to someone's face. So yeah. Oh, Frankie, thank you very much. Frankie just said that you're one of my favorite streamers. If she's being honest, like I would have thought she was lying if she wasn't being honest. That wee comment at the end, but no, I appreciate that, Frankie. And Frankie's awesome. Frankie reminded me how good Disney was, and recently we've been doing a lot of singing along while we're playing Overwatch and stuff, which is quite funny. But yeah, that's currently what I'm doing now. If I was to think of any like goals or ambitions, I'd like to get to 1,000 followers on Twitch. I think it's reasonable. I don't mind. Growth is nice. It's good. Hopefully, get to meet and interact with more and more people, and it's nice having a lively chat and stuff when you're streaming and stuff. Lots of stuff. But it's good crack. Like, oh, no, that's nothing important to me. Jewel Angel, if you let Mouse know that it's like, I appreciate that sometimes a lot of family comes first. It's really important with family and stuff, so I don't mind him dropping out. I'm happy just to. He's more than welcome to come back again at some other time. I might have a backup this time, but I appreciate that a lot of the time family don't understand and appreciate, like, trying to get my other half to try and appreciate what I'm doing on the streaming is quite hard, which is why I'm trying to get her in. Yeah, follow up. Having people to talk to in the chat is always good. But yeah, like people like Fallout's, like the fact that I've met someone like Fallout, well, just because I've been a streamer and stuff, has been incredible. Like, man, I'm actually considering, like, the next time I'm down near Nottingham to make sure I can go out and see him and say hello and stuff. And just like, you're actually making proper connections. Some people don't understand that. People don't really understand the internet and how we all handle it and how we treat it and stuff. But it's a shame. But yeah, that stuff happens. But yeah, so hopefully I'd like to get to 1,000 followers on Twitch by the end of the year. I think it's possible. And then hopefully then, with the other goal is, I did, obviously, if anyone's aware or not, that I did a charity stream for Macmillan Cancer on the 28th of December, raised over £650, which was that was tough. The first time I'd done a 24-hour stream, but man, I went in with that with a goal of having, like, trying to break £200. £200 was the goal. Had that before I even started the 24-hour stream, which was unbelievable. So I was like, alright, I'll set a new one. I'll set 500, try and see if I can be a bit ambitious with this one. 650 by the time we hit the end of the 24-hour stream. Fuck. Honestly, that's the fact that I hope that I was able to do something for people during that time of year, because Christmas is all about family and friends and stuff and being warm and happy. And some people, it's not like that for everyone, so that was why I did it. I had some time off, and I would definitely probably going to do that again next year during my holidays. So keep an eye out for that in December, and hopefully the goal for that one will be to, shall we be ambitious? I say let's break the £1,000 mark. We'll try and break £1,000 and to continue to make a difference, and hopefully someone out there that I'll be able to make smile, even though I might never meet them or see them, and hopefully do my bit. So yeah, that's the goals and ambitions for 2017. Oh, now let's look back. Let's look back in time to a young franchise. What got franchise into gaming? What was it? So what was my first console? I think Nintendo 64 was my first console. I remember that. But the thing is, I don't remember having it as like the first console. I remember having it because my mum used to work for a private school around the corner. She was the nurse. And in the room there, we'd go there after school and stuff when her and my dad were working. And in the big room that we were able to stay in, there we had the Nintendo 64. And we used to play like a few games on it. There was one racing game. It was like a space racing game. It was amazing. It was like Mario Kart, to a degree. And that was good. That was always good fun. Me and my brother used to play that all the time. Oh yeah, actually, I don't know if anyone remembers it, but the controllers, there was one of the controllers that you could put your Pokemon cartridge into the controller, and there was a Pokemon game as well for the Nintendo 64 that you could go through, play the game on your TV, and oh yeah, it might have been Star Fox actually. Dual Angels, letting me Star Fox, Nintendo 64. That might be the game I was talking about. Oh, it wasn't the game I was talking about, but I do remember playing Star Fox. Star Fox was class as well. But yeah, the Pokemon game. Oh mate, that was incredible. Being able to like play Pokemon on your like TV monitor. You could also do the Final Four, and it was in like a really cool stage and stuff. And they actually vamped it up and stuff, so it looked amazing. So that was always good fun. And then, but the one thing I do remember is I can't remember what birthday it was. There was one birthday I wanted a PlayStation 1, and I just got money, and my mum and dad was like, yeah, you need to use that money to buy your PlayStation now. So I had all this money, I was like, yeah, money, 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 and then like, oh, I'm not getting a PlayStation as well. It was a good lesson though, into like how money works and stuff, and it was really useful to have. Oh yes, Dual Angel Kens, Pokemon Stadium, that was the game. Oh mate, that game was unbelievable. Loved that thing. I spent so much time on that game. Shit, that was a good game. I loved playing Pokemon on that. Oh. Doesn't look like Reaper's gonna be able to make it. But yeah, so you got the game right next to you, Dual Angel. Nice. You send me an image of it, and I'll drop it. Oh, in fact, actually, I know what I can do. Let's go. Let's put this into Windows capture mode. Pokemon Stadium 1. Oh fuck. Let's properties. Let's go. Oh no, I wanted that. Don't you know I'm still standing? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. Look at this thing. Look at that. This thing. This is what it was like. It was just this. Oh, and then that was good fun. Oh fuck. So yeah. Oh. I've absolutely ruined this now, haven't I? Let's go. Just broke it. Just broke OBS. So yeah, then we went to PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1 was another phenomenal console, man. What was it? Remember playing Metal Gear Solid, Crash Bandicoot, Tony Hawk's. There were some great games on that. Where is it? Google. Let's go. Pokemon Stadium 1. Let's get this back up. I'm still standing back. Let's just have it doing the top part. Oh, I didn't like that. Ah, whatever, just have me anyway. So yeah, PlayStation 1, Metal Gear Solid, Crash Bandicoot. I cannot wait for Crash Bandicoot Remake, man. That game, I played so many hours in that game. That was a good game. There was also, what was it, Future Cop as well. Future Cop was the shit. I've actually broken OBS. Let's just delete that. Let's add in a window capture mode. Boom. I don't know if anyone ever... Did anyone ever play Future Cop for the PlayStation 1? I'm sure that's what it was called. There we go. There we go. Got it back up. Future Cop. Now that was a good game. But I remember... I can still think about it. Yes, this is it. Honestly, this game was so much fun. But I reckon now if I was to go back, I don't think I could play it. The graphics are absolutely honking in today's standards. But it was good fun. And... PlayStation 1 was unbelievable. Oh, sweet. Dual Angels just sent me a photo of the... What was it? Where did you send me at Dual Angel? I don't know where he sent me it to, but... Yeah, Dual Angel apparently still has Pokemon Stadium 2, which is kind of cool. I'd like to see that streamed. I'd see that streamed. So yeah. So Future Cop, what else was there? Oh, there were so many good games on the PlayStation 1. I remember taking it. We used to go camping, and we started off with like camping in like the tent with nothing, with, like this tiny little tent you'd barely fit in, and then we expanded, got a bigger tent, started getting like extending it out a bit more. Then we got electricity, so we went down to down south. We actually what's it called? We ended up playing PlayStation 1 while we were down there, which was pretty cool and good fun. Boom, hopefully you can see it. There it is, Pokemon Stadium 2. That game, amazing. But yeah, then from PlayStation 1 onto the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 was again amazing. Just PlayStation, like, just those games. I can't remember what I played much on PlayStation 2. I'm probably getting confused between PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. I'm trying to think. There was also a lot of good games. I actually can't think of them off the top of my head, which is very strange. But then it got serious. That's when the big guns came out. And I also changed away from PlayStation. I went to Xbox 360. Well, my brother actually got the Xbox 360 first. And then once I realised I wanted it, I was like, I need one. I can't be sharing it with him. And that's where I found Gears of War. So, how many of you out there actually... Gears of War, man, that was like one of the first games on the 360. That was also when I started learning about multiplayer. And I think that was Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 was when online gaming, I'm assuming, felt like it started to become a large aspect of the game and what that was all about. And Gears of War was one of the first ones that I played as well. I piled hours into that game, so much so that I ended up being in like this clan that I actually got invited down to play in a tournament in Manchester. Unfortunately, my mum and dad wouldn't let me go, but I was incredible. I was unbelievable. Like, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but I was brilliant. There was one game I remember, and it was 1v5, and I had a sniper. Like, you just didn't give me a sniper. You were rolling, you were sprinting. I was going to take you in the head with that sniper. I ended up winning it 1 against 5, and I won. I think I took 3 headshots off, dropped to the shotgun, and took the last 2. And I'm gonna me and the other half. We've started playing the first one, and we're gonna be streaming that at some point. That way, we're gonna work through 1 to 4, and that's gonna be a nostalgic journey for me. I fucking love that game. And then from there, it was Call of Duty 4, first Modern Warfare. Man, now I thought I put a lot of hours in Gears of War. I must have played 2 months worth of Call of Duty 4. 10 prestige, full level for ages, and I just did it for fun. I enjoyed playing like domination and all the big games because I was quite good at killing people. I remember raising, I can't remember what my final KD was, like 1.86, but I played with someone who just got it, and I ended up like playing 10 games at like a KDA of 5. Honestly, I was unbelievable at that game at the end, at like domination, like the big massive maps. I remember, like, because that lasted me, I think, exams for 5th year and 6th year, and all that would happen would be is I'd roll over in bed. This is during revision period, and I'd look at my phone, and in my phone it would just be like COD ? fuck yes, hell yeah. And that's what we wanted to do, is just go and we just wake up, fire up COD and just play Call of Duty 4 for hours and then chuck some books on the bed. Tell my mum was revising between games. She's going to hear me tell this story one day. But thankfully I did alright in school, so it wasn't too bad. And that was Call of Duty 4. I've been tempted to get Infinite Warfare just to get the remastered, but I don't know if I'd be able to put the time into it, and especially with the fact I'm enjoying all these single player campaigns. I've done my time on COD 4. I enjoyed it, and I probably don't need to do it again. What was the map? What was the really small map that was amazing? Oh, it's not gonna... What was the really, really small map called? Oh, shit. Call of Duty 4. Smallest map. This one. Shipment, that was it. Was it Shipment? I don't remember it being called Shipment. I fucking love that map. By the end of it, like, once you got good at that map, like, that map was legit so much fun. And the KDAs you could get on that thing from just, like, dropping an airstrike was unbelievable. Crossfire, if I remember correctly, Crossfire was legit as well. Yes, so, what me and my mates used to do all the time, like, all the time, if we can open up this image in a new tab, let's get it bigger. So yeah, you can see that, right? COD 4 was when you had two claymores in your sniper. So you obviously picked the sniper, picked the one you couldn't pick up on the radar, you picked up claymores, and with the two of us would just sit in this building up here, and you would just like claymore the fuck out of it, and then we were unbelievable at killing like headshots and just kill everybody down here. There was just a slaughter fest. But yeah. Even like Black Ops 1 was pretty cool when they first brought out zombies. That was class. That was class actually. That was really good. But yeah, so Call of Duty 4, Gears of War, and that was unbelievable. And then that's when well, I think that must be about the time I got my PC. So I'd been kind of when I got about 18 and stuff, I stopped playing games as much. I was working at McDonald's on my gap year. I worked there for a full year for my gap year. I worked there for 7 years in total. Then eat this McDonald's. Brilliant place to work. It was good fun, good banter, great for when you're 16 to 21, some shy, nervous kid. I know, I was shy and nervous. I was shitting myself. I hated that at the start. I didn't really like talking to people. I wasn't very outspoken, which, as you can tell, things have changed. That place changed you. Like if you weren't outspoken, you weren't ready for some banter. Like, and yeah, so I worked there for 7 years. That got me from 6 years school, gap year for a full year, and then 5 years of uni. Yeah, it was good fun. Like, by the time I was ready to like kill people. By the time I left, I was 23 when I left, and people were just coming in at 16. I just couldn't handle it anymore. So yeah, 5 years of uni, master's degree in civil engineering. It was good fun actually. I quite like it. It's all my best subjects, maths, physics, and stuff. I kind of cruised through it almost, because I was never good enough to get a first degree. But I was never bad enough that I was ever going to be worried about a 2-2. Like a 2-1, you're sitting in like 60 to 70% range, and I was sitting like 65, like easy. Yeah, I'm pretty good at the exams. I know how to handle exams and stuff. So I was quite good at it, school, uni and stuff. Then I got a job with Emmmmsie, so I'm graduate engineer now, enjoying life. Done a year in roads design, and I've just moved on to transport planning as a secondment. So that's where I'm at in my work life. It's good fun, like. Essentially what I can describe traffic management, so parametrics discovery. This is essentially what the stuff I work on right now. I wonder if I can get a video. So this is what I've been working on at work. So creating these things. Let's see if I can get like an end bit. Honestly, we'll compare this is the stuff I'm creating. So I essentially create these models to try and design and work on trying to make it look good. Now, if we let's go to Sims Traffic. Let's see if we can see if it's very similar, a lot of similarities. It just looks smarter, it looks nicer. Boom. This is essentially what I do for my living. This is essentially what I do. This is what I do. I work on Sims Traffic. some city traffic, and that's what I do. That's my job, my living. So it's pretty good fun. It's a bit more technical probably. I've never really done that, but it's good. And for all the best people have 2-1s. Damn straight, man. Damn straight. If you get a first, then you're going to like research and stuff. You're gonna change the world, but no one's ever gonna know about you. And then 2-1 people, we go out there and we do the now while they deal with the future. Yeah, that's what I tell myself before I go to bed. But yeah, Dota 2, man. That was, so I got my PC, when did I get my PC? 4 years ago? The way I got my PC was me and Becca, which is my other half, would be, we did some, at McDonald's, there was people at McDonald's who did online slots. And the kid, you know, they kept going in and telling us how much they won. It was like, sound, we'll give it a go. And we won some decent money, we won £300-400 roughly at the start. Lost a bit of money as well, but it wasn't ever too much because we never put crazy amounts in, and it was only monthly. And then it just one night, we just like killed it, or she killed it. She's like, I got 1,500. Put in £100, we got up to 1,500. And from there, we were just like, all right, we'll put 1,400 away. We'll continue playing 100. Next minute, you know, it's like 2,400. Sound. 2,300 away, take £100, and just kept playing. We managed to get up to like 3,200 or something, and that's when I used a lot of that money to go on trips to London to go see the American football, which was good fun, and get rid of some debts and stuff, and then bought the PC. And man, I can't imagine how different my life would be now if I didn't have this PC. But it's good shit, and that's when I first got into Dota. MOBAs are so fucking, they are not noob friendly. Like, these games are not friendly for noobs. I was grateful though. I had like a bunch of friends that we used to play together and stuff, and we used to have a lot of fun playing that game. I've put 2,000 hours into it. I still really enjoy it now. Just things have changed. I started trying to get into streaming. Got to get the entertainment out there. I've got to expand my wings. So that's when I moved on to streaming, and kind of came away from Dota 2 a bit more, just because it's so intense, so hard work. Oh, Jewel Angel, you got a diploma in IT, computer repair, and level 3 city and, is that guilds? Qualifications. That sounds fucking pretty. That sounds really impressive, actually. Nice one, man. So yeah, that's probably kind of been over who I am, what I'm doing now, where I've been, what I plan hopefully to do in the next year. I don't really have any massive goals for streaming. Obviously everyone has that dream that they want to get partnered and stuff, but I'm not really, I've kind of realistically don't think that will ever happen. If it happens, it happens. I'm just gonna enjoy the ride, enjoy meeting all these people and have fun. But yeah, so yeah, outside of gaming, some of my interests, I play American football. I've been playing American football since I was 14. I've just finished my 10th year with the Edinburgh Wolves as the starting quarterback for the last 4 or 5. And that just started because obviously being in the UK, people are like, you play American football? It's a bit, so my dad was in the army, and that's how I was born in Germany, which first time I probably mentioned that. And obviously got to meet a few of the Americans. And then when we were camping, one of my cousins was along with us, and he brought an American football, so we just like had some fun throwing that around. And I have this really strong memory of my little brother. My dad threw him the ball, he puts his hands up, the ball goes straight through his hands, smacks him in the face. Wow, I was wetting myself. I was on the ground. I think I got grounded because I was laughing so much, because my mum was telling me to stop laughing because it wasn't funny, and I couldn't stop. I thought it was too funny. So when it got brought in to come do it at school, they did like class in the school, and I was like, I'll give it a try, why not, go give it a shot. Obviously we're all terrible, so I was like, I can give the ball a wee throw and try it. And then from there I just went to the local team and kind of built up a lot since then, and just kind of moved on, went up to the 14 to 16 levels at 2 years, 16 to 18. Fuck, that was an interesting year. So to travel there, we had to get train, bus. It took us 2 hours 2 hours to get to and from practice, like 2 practice and then another 2 hours to get back. So that was like your whole Sunday. Like all Sunday was just football. It wasn't too bad because it was like 6 or 7 of us on the bus and train, so it was always good banter. So I wouldn't, looking back, I probably would do it again if I was that age. Do it now? Would I do that now? God, I can't believe that. Like, imagine trying to think about doing 2 hours travel and 2 hours back just to play American football for a few hours. Fuck that. But no, I still love it. One of my best experiences from that year as well is actually there was quite a few of us got invited down to the Great Britain training camp. The story's not about the training camp. So we flew down to Bristol because it was held in Bristol. And one of the guys booked a taxi from Bristol Airport to our hotel. So we got outside the taxi, outside the airport, just waiting there, waiting for the phone call to let us know that we've been the taxi's arrived and where are we? 10 minutes go past, nothing, not a single phone call, not a taxi. Then it happens, we get a phone call from the guy. It's like, oh, I'm at the airport, where are you guys? And we're just like, this is where we're at. It's like, we're at different airports. So apparently there was a private Bristol airport on the other side somewhere that he'd actually booked the taxi for the wrong airport. So fuck's sake, 17-year-old guys with all this kit, all this stuff to be travelling to Bristol. Thankfully we travelled the day before camp started, and we just wanted to get to the hotel. And then some like big, it was kind of like a larger vehicle rocks up next to us. Some guy comes out in a big suit and stuff. I'm like, do you reckon this is like it looked like a taxi. We're like, looked fancy though, it was like a fancy taxi. And we're like, shall we just steal it? We didn't steal it, by the way, it was just a joke. But then we're obviously just trying to wait there, probably about to, this is at the same time as like this, just after the phone call happened. And then he starts packing up, he comes back out from the airport, he's got the suitcases, puts it in the car, and who would you know that's walking behind him? Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage. Oh man, we as kids were honestly starstruck. It was so funny, eh? One of our guys was like bald head, big beard, with like some 17-year-olds actually can grow beards. I'm at 24, still can't grow shit. And he's just like, Niebuhr, Conair, man, Conair, fucking Conair, great. And he gets into the car and doesn't get, just kind of almost ignores it. One of our guys who's like 6'8", sticks his head in the back of the vehicle. He's like, are you fucking Nicolas Cage? Can we get a photo? And he's like, yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can get that photo up there now. It's bloody hilarious, man. Where are you? Have I done photos off? I think I might have done photos off, which is just a bit stupid. Oh, there's some wild photos of me at 18. Boom, there it is. Open image in new tab. Oh, you can't really see it very well. Let's see if we can zoom in. Boom, there I am, a young 17-year-old boy, and Nicolas Cage. Starstruck. Still to this day, I'm starstruck. But yeah, so from there went on to seniors. Sat out the first 2 years just because we got pushed up too early, so we ended up not being the right age and well, we were 18, but I was never ready to play with like 26-year-old guys who were like fucking huge. So sat out 2 years, then third year played half the season starting QB, half the season as a receiver, and then the year after that the other QB left, so I've been a starting QB ever since. In the last 3 years we've been to 3 British finals, not won one. Like fuck, like honestly, knife to the heart every time I think about that. 2 to the same team, and then last year I was against a team which made up of a lot of Americans because they were next to a nice wee base. Oh, turn down for one. I can't see who that is. Yeah, Raw Tiger with the host follow. Thank you very much for the follow, appreciate it. Where was I? Oh yeah, so football. So yeah, next year we've got a big year ahead of us. We're now into the Premiership, so it's the top level of American football in Britain. So it's going to be fun. Going to be a good year. Going to be looking forward to that. But yeah, so we've got Super Bowl a week on Sunday, which will be good fun. You've got the Patriots versus the Falcons. Patriots, man, are unbelievable. Like, to think how many times, I think it's at six years in a row that they've done NFL Super Bowl. Boom. Super Bowl. I can't remember how many times. Patriots 6 AFC Championship in a row. I can't remember. I'm sure it's like 6 in a row, which is unbelievable. Like the level of like the way that the NFL's built up for people to be able to rise and fall rapidly. The fact that like one team is for so long have been able to reach the conference, like the semi-final, and it's the 5th time, 3 Super Bowl rings, 2 losses, is unbelievable. It's crazy, man. That's even a thing. So yeah, Super Bowl a week on Sunday. Looking forward to that. It's gonna be a good party. But yeah, so other than American football, while on my drive to work, so my drive to work is about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. So to try and make the most of my time during that travel is I now listen to audiobooks. So I started that pretty much as soon as I started working for Amy, because first I took the train and I used to read physical books and stuff like that. So some of the books I've read are I read the Lord of the Rings books. Actually, I finished reading them. They're good books. I wouldn't say they were visually. He creates like something amazing. And it was quite nice to have the films to have in like my head for like images and stuff like that. It was a good book. It was alright. I've read the Maze Runner series. It was incredible. I don't know if you've ever seen the films. And the films of the books are, so I've watched the first 2 films, and you've got the film and the book, but they're actually quite significantly different. So the book was actually refreshing to read, so obviously it had more details to things, but it was actually still really enjoyable because of how new things were, like the characters and stuff, and there was points you were like, oh, this is where that crossover happened and stuff, and that's where they got that for the film. So that was that I really enjoyed those books. Actually, I'd probably read them again. Ender's Game and Ender's Shadow, I don't know if you've ever read them. The book Ender's Game and Ender's Shadow were phenomenal. Like the concept of it all was amazing. I then watched the film afterwards. I watched the film before, which I was like, oh, Ender's Game is pretty cool. Read the book, watched the film again afterwards, and I was just like, shit, what the fuck? They ruined it. Like there was so much things they could do. But I suppose budget and stuff is kind of interesting, because my thought process for after reading the books was you do all 3. So you do Ender's Game until he finishes Battle School. Then you do Ender's Shadow up until that point as well, and then you do a 3rd film of Ender's Shadow after that point on both of their stories together, crossing over. I think that you could have possibly pulled off something pretty impressive and pretty cool in that time. Over 3 films, I thought it could be so much better. But yeah, other books include, I don't know if you've ever if you've seen Martian as well. Martian, the book for that was phenomenal, so good, and the film was pretty good as well. But the book was amazing. It's so funny. Matt Damon nailed the role, so much. And then another book called Ready Player One, which is all about like a world where virtual reality dominates. It's going to be a film as well soon. And it's incredible as well. Like it's just essentially some guy who loved video games made this virtual reality world that everyone is now actually living in. Pretty much, it's just how people do their lives. They go to school in it, they work there, and it's all pretty much this is a world in itself. And he dies, and he leaves 3 like a puzzle game. So obviously it has a lot of references to 80s games, 80s references. But yeah, he leaves it challenges, and people need to go through the 3 challenges to try and get to the end, and whoever completes the challenge then gets full control over his company and all his money. So honestly, hopefully they don't ruin it with the movie. The book was amazing. I'll probably read that again. And then finally, now I'm on to the Dresden Files. So the Dresden Files are about a wizard personal investigator in Chicago. And yeah, I don't want to say too much about it because I don't know if it's something like I can't highly recommend. I think there's like 16 books, Dresden Files. Yeah, see me. I'm on to the 7th book now. I've just finished the book 6. And how many books does he have? So there's 15 books, and then some other aspects of it. So I'm on book 7, so I'm almost halfway through. And my God, that book is incredible, man. That gets you hooked. There is actually a TV series. Did he play the part? Oh shit, I did not know he did the part. Because there is a film. Dresden Files TV series, sorry. I did not know he did that. That's pretty cool. He kind of actually fits the part. So I know him from like watching like Arrow. That's quite amusing. I need to probably watch the TV series afterwards as well, just to see what it's all like. But yeah, that's a really interesting book series and stuff. Also, if anyone's actually still watching, I don't know if anyone is, you're more than welcome to ask me any questions at any points, and I'll get around to answering them. Because I realised that I've just been blethering on for ages. Lols. But yeah, so audiobooks, best way I found to make like the most of my to make the most of my time when I'm driving and stuff. So yeah, it's good crack, good fun. I've actually kind of coming to the end of my you've been sent to sleep by my voice. Oh, thanks, Paul. I'm glad that I could be soothing. So whenever you you're feeling tired but you can't sleep, then the best thing you need to do is just watch one of my podcasts and just shove them in your ears, and you'll never have to worry about a thing. Oh, Piggy. So Piggy asked if I've had any injuries with football. So to be fair, I've never had any really serious injuries. The only injury I ever had was I hit someone blocking, so I just like hit there and bent my wrist back, so I can't do my wrist as much as I used to be able to. I don't know if that's... And it's like that was like 3 years ago. Other than that though, I've never really had any proper serious injuries. I had a helmet into the back once, which I had some back problems for a while, so I had to go to a chiropractor. Thankfully, there was one on the team, so I just got a discount from that, who realigned my back, and to be honest, it's probably the best thing that happened for me, because now I have way better posture. My posture used to be horrific, so bad. So it's a lot better now, and I think in a pretty good position. It's going to be interesting next year. Next year's going to be a tough year. It's going to be a lot of bigger guys, a lot more better athletes and stuff. So, because we kind of cruised the last 2 or 3 years. The last 2 years we've kind of cruised. We've been in the last. We've only lost 5 games. We've won 33 and lost 5. You once got clotheslined across the neck, but you lost your voice for a few days. Shit. Losing your voice, man, that's not cool. What's up, MQ Taylor, man? How's it going? You're just coming to the end of the stream now, actually, the podcast. My guest wasn't here, so just kind of went and talked about myself and stuff. So speaking about football, so one of the best stories. So obviously being a lads team, we obviously do rookie initiations. I came into the senior team with quite a big class of people, and we went down to Shropshire for an away game. We stayed the night over after the game, and during that game we won our first ever division in Division 2, so it was the most successful season we had up to that point. Won the division, obviously celebrated hard the next night, or that night. That was one of the lowest. I think it was like a 9-6 game. It was ridiculous. So from there, we on the night out, it was a case of, what's your rookie initiation? You're going to strip naked, and we're going to send you on a wee naked run up and down the streets of Shropshire. Well, me being the 18-year-old kid I was very slow to getting out of my clothes, and eventually it was just a case of, just do it. Because if you didn't do it, things are worse. So you do it. I was one of the last ones, obviously, to set off. Go around the corner again. There was some like kids party, which didn't even ask. We obviously avoided that quickly. But unfortunately, round the corner, there was a lovely police van, and they obviously came tearing up, jumped out of their car, grabbed the boy in front of me, because I tried to turn around and leg it. As we turned around and legged it, they got the guy that was in front of me by the neck, like proper strangled him, and I was just like, nah. fine, I'm in. So there's 3 of us get caught in the back of this van, butt naked, and trying to shit in ourselves because we're going to hopefully, possibly get taken away to the police. And, oof, that could have ended badly. But thankfully, they had some words with our head coach, and we were just like, sorry officers, we'll put our clothes on, we won't do it again, we're only here for one night. So thankfully, they let us go, which was, in hindsight, good. The story is still one of the favourites of the team for rookie initiations. Thankfully, to be fair, they've actually managed to top that with worse ones, where we now do the rookie talent show, where we dress them up in whatever crosses our minds. So we've had Disney, we've had women's lingerie, we've had women's swimsuit models, and then we asked them. We had to, for a couple of times we asked them questions and then get them to do a talent. But we at least give them an incentive to do a good talent. So if they won the talent show, then they became the rookie king. And we then have on away games, we have like the court at the back of the bus where people take up any grievances, and people get punished, which is always quite funny. Or you had the rookie, the Billy, who was one of our previous players who wasn't very good, and the people who were coming up all decided that was the negative for losing the talent show, which was just you wear this dress under your pads during training camp, and that was about it. And you look after the kicking tee, because Billy was the kicker. So, but yeah, we've actually had some really talented people. So the first guy to win it, the first year we did the talent show, was one of the guys that played youth with me, and stepped up the year after, and did a striptease for the head coach. Instant winner. It was fucking hilarious. We had a good couple of names coming out of that one, actually. We had a boy who said he was going to kick a ball off someone's head, kicked the ball off his head. We call him shit kick because he had an opportunity to kick someone in the face and didn't take it. So he's still shit kicked to this day. The guy who was the Billy was just like, I was going to like breathe fire, but I can't do that indoors, so I'm going to touch my eyes. And he just like touched his eyes. It was like, you don't tell people you were going to breathe fire. That's cool as shit. And then change it up with and give eye touching. So naturally lost. The year after, I think I missed one of the guys, proper fake tanned, waxed everything and played the guitar, because he's actually really talented. I've seen him in concert a couple of times. He won. I can't remember who lost that year. I can't remember why they lost. Clearly not that special or important, but that was hilarious. The year after that was when was a good one, actually. So that was an interesting one because we had a guy. Don't know if you've ever seen the stick spinning with fire. Spinning sticks on fire. Yeah, this shit. He did that, but we were indoors, so we couldn't light the stuff on the end. Because we were indoors, he couldn't light it on fire. He's just like, just imagine it's on fire. So he starts spinning it, starts doing all the tricks and stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, he's legit, he's awesome. And then it happened. He dropped the stick. But not only did he drop the stick, the end of the stick landed on one of our coaches. We're dickheads. We decided that it'd be a good idea to scream that he just set our coach on fire. So there's just us screaming at him, just saying that he set our coach on fire. So he's the Billy. And the guy who won was one of our offensive linemen who sang and danced for all the single ladies from Beyonce. That was fucking hilarious, watching this large man strut his stuff around the place. Oh, it was hilarious. But actually, that was a good year, actually. We had someone who got some tassels and started dancing with them. The year after was when we proper had the most talented one I've ever seen. What's this? Let's see if we can get to YouTube, actually. Do you know the bartending stuff? Adam Ingram, bartend. I forgot what it's called. Hopefully you can see that. It might be a better one of them. This might be a better one here, actually. Just gonna put a Twitter watch. So this guy comes up and he's got all his shit and he's pulling off these sick tricks, man. The boy's got talent, man. Like, oh, it was unbelievable. Like, look at that shit, man. And he did that right in front of us, and we're just like, he's won. Easy, hands down, he's won. I don't even remember who lost that year. I just remember that like he was so incredibly talented, and he was actually quite funny because he came off. He came from another team, one of our old rival teams when they were starting to go down, and he came from there. Proper sound guy, but man, skills that pay the bills. So yeah, let's see. I think that's kind of me. We've kind of passed 6 o'clock, so we've kind of hit that hour mark just afterwards. So I'm just gonna wrap up here. So thank you very much everybody for stopping by. I'm thinking, yeah. So hopefully next week we're gonna have Happy Hat Gaming come on for us, and so he's got his obviously Happy Hat. And what I'm thinking is I need to drop a tweet, and I need people to send me out their best hats, their coolest hats. And what we're going to do is I'll pick out 10 random hats, and I'll get Happy Hat to give them a rating of 1 to 5 hats. So we've got that to look forward to. I can't remember if we agreed to a time yet, but it'll possibly, I think it's next Saturday. So next Saturday, probably around this time again, we'll have Happy Hat Gaming, and hopefully he doesn't bail on me. And we'll have podcast number 4. Hopefully, I'm sorry about the fact that Infamous Matt couldn't come on. I appreciate that people have family requirements and stuff. Oh yeah, Night Raider Q with the follow. Thank you very much. Turn down for what? But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. Hopefully, I provided some entertainment and interest with a fun stream about me. So it was the only thing I could really think of. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll be dropping this on the Team Emmmmsie YouTube channel, where we've also had the that's why it's gone black. I closed it. Where we've had the Team Reactions 2 was up yesterday, which was good fun to make. I enjoy making them. I've got the clips of 3. I need to start putting that together for next week as well, and then we'll hopefully get some more raiding, get some more reactions as well for the 4th one. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by, and peace out. See you next week.